Hey Collective, welcome back to Luna Reading. Thank you so much for being here and for choosing to be on a healing path. As always, don't shoot the messenger. And these readings are very reflective of the self. And they help you become whole with yourself, not become one. You don't want to become one with yourself. Again, that's like an ego thing where your ego wants to have all the control, so you become one, which is why you feel like you're alone and by yourself, is because you keep trying to one yourself. That's the big issue. You're doing it wrong. You become whole with yourself. You become who you are, and not just forget about another half of you. So that's what we're here to do. Remember and work on. And the Three of Wands. And there's something that you're looking at. There's something that's piquing your interest. And I feel like you're looking at something that you want to do, but you're being very careful with it with Three of Wands. You're looking deep into it. There is an energy of... And it very much is with the heart chakra. Yeah, with the Page of Cups, you're learning how to listen to your feelings. There's some sort of regretful energy that you're trying to make distance between you and yourself with. And the Divine's just telling you to listen to it so they can show you the path that you're wanting to take. And you're doing so. But you're doing so in the sense of like almost over-examining things with the Nine of Swords reversed with the Lovers. And it's because there's this new energy, this Page of Swords. It feels like something's going... I don't know. I don't like using vocabulary or phrases like this at all, but I have to for the sake of this. You might feel like you are not doing it's like this energy of this new energy causing fear. This new energy you're just calling bad. It's an instant negation of coming together with yourself. And it feels weird because you haven't really paid attention to your inner self in a while. And it has to shut off all of this like stone and stuff that you stacked on top of it that you may be unaware about. But it's time to really face... Yeah, I don't know. It's like there could be someone in your energy that you feel like is mocking you. There's something that with the King of Cups, it's like you've mastered your emotions, but there's something that's not nurtured. There's some sort of energy that's not being nurtured because you might be seeing it as a threat. You might be seeing it again as like not needed, but it's this energy of... It's like, I don't know. It's like... Are you doing energy work in the same way that you would be doing normal work? It's kind of how I have to put this question to get across what I'm wanting to say. And I'm stretching, sorry, but it's like... excuse me. I'm sorry, there's no need to be sorry. It's an excuse, though. But it's like, are you... Are you doing self-care and stuff in the same form of like, oh, I'm doing self-care to like get me something that I deserve or something that I want? It's like what you don't it's like what it's for, because a lot of people don't understand. It's like you don't need to do that, and I'm not gonna talk about that a lot because I'll talk about it a lot anyway. I'll talk about it a little bit though. But it's this energy of like, I need to overwork. Like, you don't need to overwork to get what you want. There's really no need for you to overwork for you to achieve what you want. But since you've grown up in this environment where you've watched other people do that their entire life, and you haven't been around people who are like you, but you've seen people who are like you, And with the magician, you've seen them in their fullest power, but you're the magician. You have the same exact power that they do. And this is the divines trying to come to you and wake you up to who you like, where your power is supposed to be, how powerful you really are. Not really necessarily where your power is supposed to be, but where you all plan to have your power main focus to be, or where you are going to be at on your life mission, on your life path, however. But we have the Nine of Wands reverse and the Ten of Wands reverse. This really talks about dropping things that aren't working. Something that isn't working at this moment. It's not really helping you purge any sort of emotion. It's not helping you get any good positive emotion. Which is not making anything good come in. With all of these, so we have a bunch of pentacles and wands together that are in reversal. So it's telling me there's something new that can't start up, and there's something in the past, there's something that you're wanting big to complete, and the reason why is because you need to come together. The Two of Cups is the only card left. You need to recognize that you are two. You are two. Your feelings are one thing, and your thoughts are another. That is two things inside of you that talk back and forth. That is your angel and your devil. That is your physical and your spiritual. That is your materialistic and your holistic. All right, there it is. And you might not want to accept that, and you might want to say that's not true, but I mean it is. Your feelings will have its own thought, will have its own process, but other times you will have a thought that will control your feelings. And if you haven't noticed that yet, there's need to look deep into it to find out why. Because, the Seven of Cups, there could just be and again, this is the divine, kind of giving people the positions that they want. The Seven of Cups reverse, A lot of people wanted to choose a position early, so they got a position early. Some people are in a position where they're not really able to transmute or handle the energy that position brings. So be aware of that as well. Sorry, I got a weird call, I don't know. But yeah. Excuse me again. Goodness gracious. All these sound effects today. There's a releasing though. There really is. There is this grand releasing that you need to be aware of. And not just be aware of, but cooperate in. Yeah, Eight of Swords reverse. Eight of Cups reverse, Eight of Swords reverse, Justice inverse. Because it's funny. Because a lot of the times when we want a fix for something, or wanting it to be fixed immediately without us doing something, and maybe you're stuck in an energy of where that happened before, and you're wanting something like that to happen again. And the divine is saying in due time. But for now, the King of Pentacles is upright, and the Ten of Pentacles is reversed, and the Ace of Swords is reversed. And that just tells me that it's time to kick it into business. Because there's something that's not working. It's time to get serious about this project, It's it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere because there's this lack energy. You're either working out of stress on it, you're not putting enough effort into it, you're being too lax with it. You need to be aware of the energy that you're putting in. Oh, I'll do it later, or I have to do it now, or everything's not going to work. It's you have to not put those types of energies on it. Don't let whatever you create run off of those energies. Yeah, death and judgment. This is your call to change this action. So be very aware. Be very, very aware, because this is the divine really trying to help you out with this right now. This is the divine wanting to see you change this. This is what needs to change. This is it, because what the divine does is, if you don't get it at the biggest picture, it continues to go down to smaller pictures until you get it. And once you get it, boom, you get it. The whole thing's revealed, and you're on back to normal. But it gets to the smallest point. that's able to get. And it's not there yet, but judgment has come out a lot recently. So pay attention because the calls are being made right now. There's some sort of change that you need to be aware of. There's going to be like maybe a changing to your career. Not saying that you need to switch careers, but there may be, yeah, with the Five of Pentacles upright and the Sun, there's some sort of like, there's something that you might even know that you need to kind of change. Excuse me. It's not that you're being wrong with it. It's not that you're bad with it or that you're incorrect. For some of you, this is like another person like trying to attack your business. Yeah, someone definitely could have used. What I'm picking up is someone on the new moon was using the new moon to block something, like an energy transfer from going through. They tried to block it, and on this full moon, it was reversed and sent back to them. But there's some sort of lack that you went through, and it was because of that. Then if I want you to understand that, like, you might have trusted the wrong person, but they're getting what they're supposed to be getting. They're getting handed exactly what they're supposed to get. This Queen of Wands reverse with the Star reverse and the Three of Swords reverse. So just move on and don't worry, because there's this energy of like, are you wanting revenge on someone again, or are you really like open and thankful for them? That's what we have to look at. But again, it's like it's these thoughts that are trying to destroy your emotions and cover up your emotions and be like, no, they don't exist, so you don't nurture them. These thoughts need to disappear. You need to really have this concern, because what's happening is what you're doing is you're in the phase of becoming who you really are and staying who you want to be with the Six of Swords reverse. It's losing against yourself. It's fighting yourself and losing. It's really like, oh, I should have more compassion with this, and you know that you should, because it's just kind of a person that you are. But then your ego pops and your thoughts pop up, and it's like, hey, don't do that. That's wrong. Like, you shouldn't feel bad for them at all. Look what they did to you. Like, who cares? Do you not have unconditional love? Well, right there is a condition to show you why you shouldn't love them unconditionally. If you love them unconditionally, then you will love them unconditionally. It does not matter what they did, and you wouldn't even need to bring that up. What they did to you, if you didn't love them unconditionally, because if you did love them unconditionally, you wouldn't bring it up to people, unless they asked about that person. You wouldn't necessarily even bring it up then. It's one of those things that you've given so much distance from that, like, it won't even affect you. And it's not even distance in a way where you're avoiding it, but distance in the sense of like, I love you so much that I'm not gonna let you ruin my life. Actually, I love myself enough for that too. It's like you allow yourself to really be in the energy, and we have the Knight of Swords reverse, and this is, again, it's about like not taking some sort of quick irrational action and really sitting and allowing the certain truth to show itself to you, to stick, not necessarily like stick to you, but to show you what you already know, but allow you to understand it almost. Yeah, because the Knight of Cups reversed, the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups upright, and the Page of Wands upright. Because it's something about these types of scenarios where this Three of Cups pops up a lot too, and I've noticed that a lot. This Three of Cups will always pop up whenever this happens, because you're working on this, and then you're like, yeah, but what if I send them unconditional love, but I hold on to the grudge of them doing those things. Like, you can do that as a learning process, but living with that and knowing that you shouldn't live with that, and knowing that that's just a bandage for the true healing, you wouldn't, I don't know. It's like, for someone, I don't know who this is, but there is energy of not wanting to forgive someone, or not wanting, like, even not wanting to forgive them, like, within, like, a personal reason, like, inside of you, like, there's no way I can forgive them for that. I mean, you can, though. Everyone can forgive, but, like, and this isn't to say to be mean or anything, to say anything wrong. This is just the truth. It's like, um, what people do is they say that I'm love and light, but that works on the 2D. That works on people who are blind. And I have to point it out like that because people gotta understand this. When you say that you're love and light, the ones that are actually of love and light, the ones that truly see all the love, all the light that's inside of you, they know that you're made of love and light. You don't need to go around saying that you're made of love and light. It's not something it's not something that's told. It's something that's seen. It's something that's felt. Because it's just like, because you'll know if someone harbors any sort of resistant, like anger towards someone. I don't know, it's like this weird barrier of feeling like you can't, I don't know. It's like a misunderstanding completely, because the more I try to, like, explain this, there's this voice that, like, and it's coming through and it's, like, questioning me about this, and I'm just not even going to really reply to it, because it's just, like, it's nagging at me. And, like, that's what I'm trying to get at, is that you're not love and light, whoever this person is, whatever this energy is, because it's nagging. And that's not at all, like, that's not the energy that needs to be reciprocated right there. But I don't know. I mean, I guess welcome to the spiritual experience. Yeah, with the Five of Cups, it's like regret. It's like some sort of like energy of like, yeah, but they hurt my feelings real bad. They hit me, or they did all these things, or they stole my child, or they stole my money, and it's this energy where, I mean, for a while you're in it, but you need to eventually sprout out from it, because that energy is sour. It doesn't matter how much peace you make in that discomfort. That doesn't mean you're at peace. That means you're blinding yourself. You're being ignorant to the fact that there is something wrong, there is something awry, but you're not wanting to acknowledge it, or work on it. And it might be because you're unaware how to work on it, so it's fear-based. And that's why whenever you come towards it, it has this scary energy. It's because you keep putting this fear-based energy on it. It's not as scary as you're making it. It really isn't. The healing journey is really not that scary of one. It's a journey that's really easy as long as you remain open. And that's something that I had to come to terms with a while ago. It's like, really, like, the healing journey, the more open you become with it, the easier it is. The less restriction you have, and the less worries about fears manifesting. But we have the Wheel of Fortune upright and the Nine of Cups. And again, this is telling me, like, this is how you're gonna be able to, like, become this genie, these wishes that you're wanting. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm hearing the word reward is how I'm hearing it, that you've been kind of wanting. But it's this over encompassing, like, golden light that is around you, that people see, and it's almost like they're waiting for you to use it, because you're this genie, because they've seen what you've done in their life. It's like, when are you going to do something for yours? And this might have to do with you trusting someone to help you with this. This might even have to do with you trusting yourself to trust someone as well. But regardless, with the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords reversed and the Six of Swords upright keep coming out together with the Four of Swords reversed. There is like a lack of trust of yourself, of these thoughts. There's like an unknowing of how to cross a boundary. There's some sort of especially with the Four of Swords reversed, it's some sort of like it's like traversing through the emotions. You're unable to. And it might be about a person that you're just unable to shake off of. It's like everything's good and calm with this person when you're thinking about them, until you get to this one thing, and then this one thing is like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to focus on that. And it's because that's where the healing is. The Hermit reverse, the Eight of Pentacles upright, and the World reverse, but you're literally not seeing with the Hermit reverse. You're not drawing it up. You're not working on it to complete this cycle. But it's that final plug. It's like this fear. It's this weird like fear because it's a projection that ends up happening when yeah, with the tower even being here, it is like a projected fear, that comes from people when they're not familiar with tarot. They'll come into this and then they'll hear all these things and they'll think all of it's happening at once, or they'll not be able to discern because they're being open to, they're being woke up. So it's like all this information. So very, very much take time to slow down, because every time an awakening happens, no matter what level it's on, it's always going to bring this type of energy. And you need to be aware of that so that you can work through it easily. Not easier, yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, it's really about learning how to not cooperate, but coexist with the ego. Is to have this symbiotic relationship where the ego is going to end up benefiting you, which is very possible. But again, it's being told what is good and what is bad, and having that put in your head ruins your innocence, which fucks up a lot in your life, actually. When you start judging things as good and bad, or this is this and that is that, then it ends up killing like the innocence, the magic in it. Yeah, the Fool reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Queen of Wands upright. So be careful what you bind yourself to in that sense. The way that you think is a very binding way, and you might not find it to be an issue, and it's because it makes you unaware to what you're. It's this whole ignorance is bliss thing when it's really not, because it's like, yeah, I don't know, I know everything but this one thing. I'm doing everything I need to do but this one thing, but nothing's working. And it's like, well, because you probably need to do that one thing. And that's the reason why it pops up in your energy so much. That's the reason why it's even present, is because it needs that attention. It needs to be seen. Yeah, with the Five of Wands, because you're fighting yourself. It's just knowledge of knowing that there's something deeper that you need to dig into, but not doing it. You need to be able. You have the strength in the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords as well. It's knowing what you need to do, but now doing it. Really nurturing yourself. Like, it's not as scary as it seems. There's this. And it might even be a disbelief of thinking that you have the answers to something. And this comes from people not believing you. This comes from friends not being interested in what you want to do. It's this projections that you shouldn't pick up. And people know that you shouldn't pick it up as well. Especially if you're like around people at this time. But allow yourself to really see where those projections are hitting. And even if they're not affecting you consciously, they're affecting you subconsciously. So seeing it for how it is and knowing that you overpower it and pushing forward, not allowing the thoughts to degrade you, to make you feel lesser. Just because someone wants to mock you doesn't mean anything. Like, people mock other people all the time, so that doesn't mean go out and attack these people, but it also doesn't mean like let these people get underneath your skin and like say salty at them. Just allow them to mock you. Like, they're sending energy to you, and if they're mocking you and all you're doing is working on yourself, then that mocking is going to blend in with the cheering, and it's just going to become one. It's going to become whole. You're going to want to say it's going to become one, but it becomes whole. It retains its other half. It's one right now. That's the issue. And I really have to talk about that, because it's like, what you don't understand is like, oh, I feel so like alone. Well, that's because you keep trying to make yourself one. You're alone because you keep making yourself one. And I have to point that out so heavily, because people always say that's not true. No, it fucking is. You've only been, like, I keep doing everything that they say to become one with myself, and it's not helping me be one with myself. Yeah, because you're not one. You're trying to do something that's impossible. You're two. You become whole. There's a half of you that you're missing. People don't want to believe these things because they've been taught like, oh no, but all you have in you is light and butterfly and glitter and rainbows. No, you have spiders and cobwebs and acid in you too. Okay. Just, you can create beautiful pictures of art, but remember, you should at the end of the day. You create both beauty and things that people find no beauty in as well. And that's how it is. You have angels in you just as you have demons in you. And these demons are attachments, and people don't want to admit that. Well, the reason you're addicted to something and addicted to a way of life and addicted to a way of thinking is because you have a demon that is saying, no, you can't do that. Because they don't want you to evolve or change. It's stagnancy. And that's what you got to wake up to. It's got to understand it. Everyone has demons. It's not about kicking them out, because when you do that, then you're lying to yourself. It's about understanding who they are, allowing them to feel welcome where you're at, and understanding that they are part of you. As a fallen angel, it is part of you by definition to have these demons inside of you. Now, either these demons work for you or they control you. Either you work for them or they work for you. That's how it is. And if they are going to control you, if you're unaware of it, or you're going to reject that that's even a thing, then they have control over you to that degree, to where they get your blind spots. And then these tiny cycles happen. It's like, oh, how am I not getting past these cycles? But you're giving yourself grace all the time. Well, it's because you got these demons that you're not acknowledging as what they are. And instead of trying to paint them as something else, which is what a lot of people like to do. We like to paint things oh no, it's not this, it's this, because this makes me more comfortable. No, the truth is supposed to make you change and make you see. That's the thing. Understand. People only teach you one half of things because they don't want you to know the whole truth, because they don't even know the whole truth, because they're not strong enough to accept the whole truth, so they don't want you to be either. Why else? Other than that, other than them not being aware and not knowing as much as they want to say that they do about the healing process and stuff, then it really gets down to it, because healing is a lot different than people think. And it's different for everyone, but there are stages that are present in everyone's healing situation. Everyone goes through the stages of grief, and that happens when you're healing. But the stages of grief don't happen in a row; they happen whenever. Those are just the stages. They're not labeled stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. They're just stages of them, and they can happen at any point in time, with chaos theory being involved and all that stuff. But regardless, just being aware of these things and how we're under the laws of them and how they operate, and just so we understand and know how to move and to co-create with these laws. And this can be applied to anything and everything. You don't know how to work with someone at work, watch how they operate. You can tell a lot by someone by the way their schedule is ran. You really can. You have the Page of Wands reversed, and that of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And this really does tell me that there's there's a lack of inspiration or moving forward, a lack of seeing a gift, and it's because of the energy you're going in with. It's oh, well, I'm in lack right now. I'm in a lack mindset. Or I'm scared of this, and that not happening for me, so let me go ahead and do this, and that to even it and then also fix it. When neither of those are going to be hit, with Death reversed, nothing's going to change with that, because King of Cups reversed, you're not nurturing what needs to be nurtured. Chariot reversed, 3 of Wands reversed, and the 8 of Cups. This is something you need to walk away from. This is the energy you need to walk away from, is feeling like this, because this is not the Chariot. This is not you moving forward. This is you being stuck. And with the 3 of Wands reversed, it keeps you from almost looking. It's you forget that you have this private investigator inside of you. It's not, well, I'm not gonna jump into that. That's not what I'm here to say. But you forget that you like looking into things deeper than most. And it's the fear of being made fun of because of that, or the fact that you were made fun of in the past for it, has kind of kept you from doing so. Why do I have, like, what is going on? Am I on the nail or something, Spirit? Because y'all are making me hiccup like crazy. But we have Harael, the comforting God, purification, protection for the impetious and religious sentiments. It's Hariel. We have Habuaya, the God, the kindness giver, healing, preserves health and disease. I felt called to get the angels, by the way. I just randomly did it. Sorry, I didn't say anything. But we have Habuhiah. We have Sahaya, God who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. Seehiah. Seehiah. We have Mihail, God the Father, the generous, fertility and fruitfulness, assures peace between married couples. Mihael. Mabaya, the internal God, intellectual lucidity, provides consultation and compensation. Mebahiah. Hael, God of Trinity, mission, protects against slander and impetious people. Haha. Oh my gosh. Hahahel. Elamaiah, the hidden God, divine power, guards against mental troubles. Elemiah. Yeah, these angels are very much. There's something about, and it's like you have a lot of protection that you're not aware of, but, and it's not that you're not aware of it, it's you tend to forget until someone reminds you, and then your ego comes in, and it's not like a bad ego, but the ego comes in to like remind you, hey, you have these gifts, you have these abilities, and I don't know, it's like this guilt or shame about using them on yourself. It's like, oh, I don't think I can use my gifts to benefit me, because I think that's like wrong. Like, no, you're supposed to. We have Mikael, they're your gifts. Like unto God, political authority, gives safe travel and protects against conspiracies. Mikael. Like, if, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're here to use your gifts for the help of the collective, but if you need to believe your work, the best way to do it is to work on yourself. Because if you know if it works for you, and then you know how to get it to work for other people. You know, vice versa. But, you know, if it can work for one, it can work for another. We have Haasaya, God, the impenetrable secret, universal medicine, elevation of the soul, and revelation of mysteries. Hashasiah. And last but not least, Jeliel, the helping God, love and wisdom, and victory over those who would attack you. And it is Jeliel. So thank you, angels, for coming through. It went to pop up real quick. Those are the angels that wanted to be known. I just really felt called to get them out. I haven't done that in a while. But we have, but this isn't how things are going to change. Because again, it's this energy of like, you start up the car, and then when people aren't looking, or when people aren't cheering, or when you aren't feeling validated enough, it's like the car slows down. The Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords upright. The Four of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords upright. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm telling you, it's something about your work, and it's the Ace of Wands. It's like you have this. I don't know. For some of you, you just want to be recognized, and that's what's pissing you off. And it's this energy of like putting the energy of, I'm going to be recognized. This shit's gonna make me big. I'm gonna blow up because of this stuff. And really allowing that love and that energy to be within the songs or whatever, the art or whatever you're doing, you know? And allow yourself to really embody that. And create out of that energy. Because that energy is going to show you the way, the path that you need to take to be able to create these things. It's very interesting because it's like, I woke up this morning and there was a lot of condensation on the window, and I couldn't see the road. I could only see the sky, and that really woke me up. And even saying that kind of woke me up even more than usual. I just woke up like an hour ago, so I just woke up, did reading, but it was really interesting because I was looking at it and I was like, I can't see the road. I can only see the sky. So, I can see where I'm going to head, but I can't see. I see where I'm getting, but I don't see how I'm going to get there. But what I knew is that everything was okay. It wasn't completely blacked out. I could still see a little bit through it, and there were no cars really driving. It was just empty. There's cars driving by now that I can see, but it was this, well, now that the conversation's gone, I can still see, but there weren't any cars moving by. I wasn't seeing any sort of shadows. So it's like this path is clear, but that's when the divine shows you is how clear the path is. But whenever you yourself go on the path, whenever it clears up, when you're out from the grace of the divine, seeing how everything's going to work out, you end up getting back into your reality. And what you see, instead of looking outside the windows, you're looking around inside the room that you're in. And it's like, fuck. I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this. I don't know if the situation is going to lighten up because I'm in it. And it's like you almost forget, that's the grace that I need you to give on yourself, is to be like, it's okay. And you might have even had moments like that on yourself where you really need to give yourself grace that everything's going to be okay. You're moving forward. Just because you can't see a way to win right now doesn't mean it's not going to come in the next few hours or the next 5 minutes. With the Six of Wands reverse, this is that fear energy that builds up. It's that anxiety. But again, it's something that you're working on, and I'm proud of you, so continue to work on it because it's hard to do. Let me get 2 more cards out of this deck. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Four of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords upright. But that right there is why you're unable to have this harmony. This lack of harmony is why these thoughts are able to come in and penetrate and hurt you so much. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles reversed. And the solution is simply to let go of those thoughts. Let go of that fight or flight situation. Understand that you do not deserve to be in this fight or flight energy. It is super important for that. So let's see here. And see what's going on in this. And then we will. I'm going to shuffle it 3 more times, Spirit. Okay. So we have the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Sun, the Devil, and Justice. So yeah, once you come together, the key to the situation with the Hierophant, the exact key, is to remember that you are two. To become whole, not to become one. To become whole with yourself. Okay, the Judgment being on the bottom of the deck, listen to this. This is the call. This is the solution, I'm telling you. Become whole with yourself. Do not become one. If anyone says become one, take it as become whole. They don't mean, but they don't understand what they're saying. It's a dialect confusion. They're not meaning what they actually are trying to say, but they're saying it that way because that's the only way that they know how to say it, because they haven't really done any thinking on their own about it. It's becoming whole. So become whole with yourself. Understand that. Unite with yourself. It's a reunion of self. Reunion, a coming together, to come back together. You're becoming whole. It's not becoming one. You see, it's even in how you use the words. So, I don't know. Understand the spell that you're trying to put under yourself and why it's not working, because, well, it's simply fucking impossible. It's not impossible because you're one right now, but you can't become more one than ignoring and completely disregarding that there's a second part of you that you're ignoring. You know what I mean? So therefore that spell is already working, and you're just making sure that you stay under it longer and making sure other people will stay under it longer as well. We're here to break these things so you can free yourself, actually. But with the Sun, after that, once you do that, you will realize what you have been bound to, the devil. You realize what's been holding you back, your boundaries, your I can'ts, all these things, even the energies of the people, the situations, or the actions that are holding you back. And when justice comes up, with justice and then judgment, again, that's going to show you, you're gonna not even just see an experience, but you're also going to get the call from the divine telling you, hey, you did this right, you're on the right path, keep doing things of this nature. And it's almost this excitement energy. Yeah, the divine is here. We have divinity. I'm telling you, I'm speaking straight from the divine. The divine wants you to know it's about your past life that came up on this full moon. It's this past life that I feel is being released and removed. Yeah, we have air and nature spirits. There's something about you needing to get outside more as well. Just going outside more often, more regularly, or sun gazing or candle gazing. There's a need to allow more energies to come into you. You have grounded and divine masculine. Because you need to be able to stay grounded during your work. And it feels like there's this, I mean, I'm telling you the truth because truth flopped out a little bit. We have transformation. There's a lot of transformation. And there's just a lot of jealousy around it too. There's a lot of people just around you. So allow yourself to really focus on you. And again, show yourself how magical you are. We have magic in water. Some of you all might be very gifted with the element of water. We do have safe travels moving forward as well. Some of you all might be needing to go overseas, go on vacation. Maybe you're thinking about having like a magical vacation or something. But we have growth and new moon. But there's a lot of growth happening around this full moon. It might be about a home focus shift, spiritual cleanse and gratitude. But yeah, get your home spiritually. Get your home ready for this new moon. When this new moon hits, you might want to spiritually cleanse. You do your new moon rituals. However, like there's just a need to really revamp and live the life that you say you are living. To live the life that you say that you wish to live as well. Because again, there's just this really beautiful energy, this prospering, this glow up. That's very imminent. It's going to happen very soon. But it's this non-belief or this fear that's kind of keeping you from seeing it. And we're going to shuffle 3 more times with this spirit. Okay. But again, yeah, I would very much clean. And it's something about like cat litter or butane. It's something about like cat litter or butane. I don't know what's going on with that, but that is coming up as well. That could be part of some sort of spell work to keep you like stagnant or stuck or something. But be very aware of that happening. We have balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing balance into my life. We have loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved one in heaven, for drawing closer this time. No, there is. It's something about like a bag or something. Be careful of someone like lighting a bag of dog shit out, or like a bag of dog shit being outside your door, or like seeing something like that. Take that as like a sign, because there's something going on with that. I feel like someone might even try and like prank, or they're trying to like stink up your energy in general. So just cleanse yourself. Really, like, rattlesnake soap will do the job. Florida water will do the job. If you need extra help, do some bluing. Bluing will really be good. But regardless, just staying on your toes and staying aware. We have signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. We have trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. The peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me to stand my ground with peace. Study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. Earth angel. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. Spirit animal. Thank you, animal kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Turn that to cinder tenfold. And the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. And that is your reading. Thank you, collective. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God, Mother, Father. Thank you, all the divine, all the ancestors around, for being here. And thank you, collective, for being here as well. If you're wanting a bracelet, a really good intentional bracelets, hit up Otter Spirit in the description. There's a link, and use the code in the description as well for 20% off. If you want a reading or any other service that I offer, please, you can either email me or use the order form. And I'll get you set up for that. Regardless, thank you all so much for all the things that you do, all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all the healing, all the donations, whether they are energetic or financial. I appreciate both of them completely and wholly. And I love each and every one of you to the moon and back, tenfold and forever. I will see you all later. Please take care. Stay hydrated, stay protected, stay blessed up. And continue doing cord cuttings, because with this, for the next 3 days of this moon still going to be in effect, be sure to do cord cuttings as well. Cord cuttings will really help you through this time. But that's what I have for you all. I love you all so much, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever. And I will see you later.